Today is December 8th, 2025, and I ain't gonna lie. Really wasn't feeling being on camera or nothing today. It's one of them days. But consistency is something I'm about. I got discipline. I told myself I was gonna make 2 YouTube long form videos every day for the rest of this year. And that's what I'm gonna do. Some gonna be better than others. Some days you ain't gonna feel like it, but that's part of discipline, and I think that's where I'm gonna go with this as far as just consistency and discipline will get you further than most people in life because most people are not consistent and most people are not disciplined with anything in their life. You get people that have new ventures they doing every couple weeks. Not even a real, they got goals, but not even a real plan on how they gonna get to it. But look, to each his own. I ain't really want to focus on what somebody else got going on. I'm just speaking on just my experiences in life and from what I'm seeing and really from myself. I haven't always been consistent or disciplined, especially disciplined. I've been consistently on dumb things though. So consistency can be something that most people do, but it can veer in the wrong way. You hear me? I was consistently drinking to the point where it led to me just doing a lot of bad things. And now I consistently work out to the point where it leads to me doing a lot of good things. I think that just doing little things good consistently can really change your life completely. I did a slow process of drinking and breaking my life down, but I know just from a year of being sober, a year and 4 months sober, a year of focus, I changed everything about the trajectory of where my life was going. And it's only gonna get better from here. This only been 1 year. Imagine, I was drinking since 17. I got more years doing a bad thing than a good thing. So now, from here to however long God put me on this earth, I'm going straight sobriety. And that's the only way I think, not even the only way, but this is the way I know, the best way of being the best version of Ron that's going to get me to where I need to be. I've seen the proof in just the 1 year of me staying consistent as far as being sober, going to the gym, reading books. And I always thought I was a pretty smart dude, and I was too smart for my own good. Some people would say, man, why don't you just stop drinking? Why don't you, I can handle this. I can do it. I thought I was a better driver drinker. I thought I was a better driver drinking. I thought I was better romantically. Thought I was a better speaker. It was all that was just foolery. It was the spirits of the alcohol telling me something that was a lie. The reality was things were progressively getting worse, and I was telling myself that things were good, and they really weren't. And alcohol will have you numb it. It would have you not seeing it. You will see it, but it'll cloud it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't good, but it ain't really clear to you about, what to do about it, So when you stop drinking, you can have some clarity on my next move. You get what I'm saying? Like, I knew things were messing up in my life, but I was so woe is me. I don't know what to do. I don't know how I'm going to do this because you're drinking. Put the alcohol down, brother, sister, Ron, and watch how things change slowly. And consistency is what it's about. Slow grind better than no grind. You hear me? Like, for real, I wish I had it's people online that's been talking like this for years. Because I was going to say I wish I had this when I was in my addiction, but I wasn't seeking it. I was seeking BS. I was seeking chaos. And right now, the problem with me was I felt like chaos was fun. Chaos felt like fun. I really fooled myself into thinking chaos was fun. And now peace is fun. A little bit of boredom is fun, for lack of a better term, because I'm not never really bored. There's always something I can focus on doing, but just not being in a state of what's next. I think as humans, we always look forward to what's next, and focusing on the right now is really focusing on what's next because your present is making your future actively. Yeah, yeah. You see that? That's your present is making your future actively right now. Everything I'm doing right now, this video I'm doing right now will be on YouTube in the future. You know, I told myself I would consistently do this. Last year, when I was in rehab, I told myself, Ron, you will be a nice, swole, handsome young man that's sober and will have a story to tell. And I did that. I made this. I made this. And it took that moment of now. Now is the future. You hear me? It didn't take me thinking about what I did in the past to help my future. It took the now to figure out what I was going to do to be a better me in the future. Everything I'm doing is for future Ron. This is for 40-year-old, 50-year-old, 60-year-old, 70-year-old, 80-year-old, 100, God willing, year old Ron. Everything right now is for future Ron. Everything right now is for future you. You hear me? Like, if you could think in that aspect, see, we be so caught up in, see, I used to get drunk with people and talk about the past, talk about past things, what I used to have, the girls I used to have. See, when I was in my addiction, it was a point where I got all skinny. I was out of it. You hear me? But I'm showing pictures to this one dude like, hey, man, you know, I used to this. Man, that's old. You ain't that right now. So what does that matter? You know, and drinking alcohol and just being caught up. Drinking alcohol for me had me caught up in who I used to be. Not even realizing right now, bro, you're an alcoholic and you don't have anything you used to have and you living in the past and you have to build a future. You know, your right now is all that's really gonna count for something. You hear me? Your past is your past. What's done is done, is dead. It's over with. It's stamped. You know, what's the point of dwelling on it? And don't get me wrong, it's a battle every day. Every day, my mind be like, man, bro, you could have this, you could have been there, you could have been that. It's over with, bro. You not that, you don't have that, what's next? And so I'm constantly on point as far as just building future Ron. And I got so many plans, you know, with everything, my content, financially, everything. And I'm constantly building more and more and more every day. Slow increments. See, the internet will have you thinking I have to show that I'm balling right now. You hear me? But why? These people don't even really care about you. They don't. They really, really don't. I had to realize that I always wanted to show I was the lit king holding up bottles. I don't give a damn about none of that. All I care about, what's up, man? Come here. Come here. You messing up my video. I'm almost done. Come here, Onyx. You want some attention. Look, I'm almost done. I want to wrap it up with this. In conclusion, be the best you can be. Don't worry about the outside noise, because the outside noise will have you doing things outside of your norm. Lock in. For real. 2026 is coming up. And you start being a better you in 2026 right now. Simple as that.